So, Paulie Malignaggi, thanks for joining me. I wanted to do something a little bit different today. I was at that conference you had with Artem in New York, and you had a lot of grievances to say about MMA media. I am an MMA media person, so I wanted to give you the opportunity to let us know why you think we're doing you wrong.
You're not doing me wrong. You're doing yourselves wrong. I mean, you all act like fans instead of reporters and journalists. You know, like, and in my case, it's just to do with. I've seen it in different cases, but in my case particularly, it has to do with this McGregor and Lobov statements in the video, and this just keeping this going and going and going. You know, there's these guys put out a picture and a video and everything and going, and then you just ask them, what happened? Oh, we kicked Paulie's ass. Paulie got his ass kicked. Oh, did you? Okay. At a certain point, you got to be like, all right, buddy, you've been talking about it for 2 years. What happened? And he's going to tell you, yeah, Paulie got his ass kicked. Then be like, all right, but what really happened? We haven't seen it. Why don't you show us? Because he got his ass kicked. We don't need to show you. And then at that point, a real reporter, a real journalist should probably tell them right to their face, you got your ass whooped, didn't you? You got your fucking ass kicked. You just, come on, just say it. You got your ass whooped. Come on. We know. But you don't do it. You kind of just be like, oh, okay, yeah. You know, that's not a journalist to me. That's not a reporter. That's a fan to me. That's not a journalist. Like, if you don't want to ask the real questions, at this point, it's been 2 years and this shit is still going on. Like the saddest story ever. You know, there is nobody picking up nobody does documentary on fucking sparring sessions, all right? I don't know where the fuck you all came up with. First it was Netflix, now the other week it was HBO, now the next week they're gonna make up it's NBC, BT. Who else is gonna pick up this documentary? Nobody's picking up this documentary. There's no documentary, nobody does documentary on sparring. Okay, so when you guys, they tell you this documentary come out on a sparring session, you gotta be like, all right, stop bullshit. Come on, can we see it? Come on. Like it's fucking normal, just be normal. You don't have, there's no reason to suck a dick. There's no reason, you do that in your private times. There's no reason to do that.
Okay, but the counter to that then is that, okay, admittedly, you're bored of hearing about this sparring session, and I'm sure your Twitter mentions are a shit show.
I'm bored of it, but
at the
I'm not the only one talking about it.
But at the same time,
that's me, number one, and more so than that, every few months they make sure it stays at the top of the list because Artem will mention something, Conor will mention something, it'll die out for a little bit, and then Conor will mention something again, and Artem will, and Conor will post something again, and then it's strategically done. So it's not like I'm the only one involved here.
Right? No, but what I'm saying is, I'm sure you're bored of hearing it, but having said that, because it's such a news story, it's a reason why you're about to get a really good payday. So surely, in some aspects, there's a positive to it, even if you are just like...
I mean, I don't really care about the fact that I'm getting a payday out of it. You know, it's fine. I'm gonna smack this guy around and get a payday out of it. Of course, yeah. But that doesn't still clear the air about why you guys can't do your job. The job would still be getting done even if you guys cleared the air. You know what I'm saying? Even if you guys did your job, this fight would still happen. You know what I'm saying? Because
so do you think MMA media is just like way worse than boxing? Because I find boxing media to be similar. Like they have their own biases. Like the Showtime guys love Wilder, Matchroom.
Guys, I mean, listen, guys. I mean, the boxing media actually comes down harder on our stars. It's a shame. You know what I'm saying? They don't kiss their ass at all. Like the Mayweather gets criticized more than anybody else I've seen. You know, Andre Ward used to get criticized more than anybody else. You know, like, but the boxing media actually comes down harder on our stars, unfortunately. Probably more so than they should. The MMA media they're just fans. Like you guys just act like fans. You guys don't ask a single tough question ever, even when it's the obvious question to ask.
Okay, so going back to that press conference, I think, you know, they're setting a fight up, but the spitting thing, right? That I think a lot of people saw that as maybe like, oh, come on, really? Like, do you regret that even slightly?
No, I don't regret it slightly because the line was crossed a long time ago. You see, you can't take spitting or anything else out of context because if you take it just for last week, then of course you're taking it out of context. This line was crossed 2 years ago. So once you cross the line, you can't set a new line. There's no line now. The line was crossed, we crossed it, and they crossed it first. So therefore, I now have to cross it. So no, I don't. Not only don't I regret it, if his mother was there, I would have spit on her too. So there's no need to actually regret anything. I'm ashamed that I couldn't do it more. You know, because like I said, they crossed the line. And once you cross that line with me, we can just go. You know what I'm saying? There's no more line to cross because the line doesn't exist anymore.
I'm trying to keep this, I think because every time I hear you and Artem talk, it's negative about each other, and I understand that. But I'm trying to keep this in.
And I tell the truth. There's a difference. I always tell the truth. But I don't have to lie. Well, remember what I said at the press conference. You only lie when you're afraid. Okay. I don't need to lie.
On that note, though, you said something at the press conference which I actually found really interesting. I wanted to talk to that Paulie. You said that you watched his fight with Jason Knight and you had to give it to him. The guy's got heart. Like, I mean, because I was there, it was a fucking crazy fight. Like, I'd like to hear that version, you know, like, I don't necessarily want you to just...
Well, maybe an analyst, you mean? Like,
yeah. Like, obviously...
He's tough, yeah. But I'll be the I'll be the brutally honest guy too. I can give him credit for the toughness and be the analyst, but I also be the brutally honest analyst too and say he fucking sucks. There's a reason why he had to be so tough, because he sucks. If he didn't suck, he wouldn't have had to be so tough. You're gonna see next month what I'm talking about, because I'm gonna be so good for him that I'm not gonna need to be tough. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of him all over the place.
How do you become tough like that? Is that just something
That's character. That's character. Yeah, you either have that or you don't. I mean, it's revealed in certain tough situations, but that's just character. Like Conor McGregor, every time you put him in a tough spot, he's quitting. You can't give him that quality. He either has it or he doesn't. You're born with it. Obviously, some things you go through in life probably can give you a little bit tougher character. But yeah, that's either there or it's not. And it's only revealed when people go through a very tough moment.
Well, look, I appreciate this. I wanted to have like an honest conversation with you about it, because I heard your criticism about MMA media. I thought that probably fair enough. I disagree with you.
I mean, it's an opinion. I mean, listen, you guys.
I disagree with you on some things as well, but
yeah, like I said, you gotta ask the tough questions. For me, if I see journalists asking a tough question, the tough questions that need to be asked, because there are also journalists that just ask questions just to be tough, just for the fuck of it, and that's also not cool.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to do that with you. But I think
but I'm not pointing it on you. I'm just talking about there's a balance where you play the journalist role. You have to ask the tough questions when they're necessary, and when they're not necessary, you don't ask them. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, with McGregor, you give him a bunch of softballs. But like, say, the political media, you ask Trump, they ask him every tough question they can ask him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways to play this. There's ways to skate the media. The media should skate the right way, though. It's like, there's times to ask the tough questions. There's times to not ask the tough questions. You have to understand the moment. You have to know what you're asking it about. What's the motive behind what you're asking, if you're asking it.